dead, 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 dead. It's Tub Thumpers. Gallery tonight.
Maybe sometimes that's why you're a bit far behind in the chat, Mark, because that intro's on for about 3 hours. Everyone's done. They've gone home.
We've got some lovely guests tonight. Now, one of them's just disappeared, but we've got. I love this bloke. Look who's here. Look who's here, Mr. Berry.
Mr. Berry.
You right, James?
It's nice that you came out knowing what happened to your team. Yes, it's nice. It's nice knowing you hold your head held high. You remind me of an Everton supporter, mate. That's what you do. You know what I mean? Don't let the weekend ruin you. Don't let people like Salah and Diaz ruin your weekend. You know what I mean? Just have a nice time.
He never ruined mine.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. So how are you, Adam? How's things?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Bit chilly, but you know, I suppose it's this time of year. But yeah, I suppose it's Christmas in a couple of days, so it's all good in the hood.
I know. Can you believe it already signed, Adam? 2 days to go, Christmas.
It's gone quick, ain't it?
It has.
Really, Christmas has caught a long time to catch up today. Today felt a bit Christmassy because I've not been long back. I've been doing all the rest of my shopping and stuff. A little bit more tomorrow, but today felt it a bit. But it's took a while to get here.
We're here to talk. We're going to show all the galleries. So, I mean, we've spent a lot of time with these galleries and we'll talk about how they came ahead and so forth. But we have some more guests, and our other guests are on location. Joining us from the world famous Thistle Do.
Hey.
Let's just make this big. I just love that purple behind you. Look at that. That's proper karaoke night, isn't it?
It looks like remember Stars in Your Eyes tonight, Matthew. John Collins have come out.
Adam, look at him leaning on that bar. Oh, you can't make it up, can you, Adam? You can't make it up.
That's a lean and a half, isn't it?
Really?
That's like professional leaner. Leaner.
He does it so. I don't know. There's something about him. He's just smooth, isn't he? Zoe, let me ask you, what's it like having a sex symbol for a father? Just asking.
No comment.
No comment. And Zoe, I'm just going to make you bigger in it because I'd like everyone to see the back of your shirt. Look at this.
Oh, look at that. Exclusive.
Exclusive merch. Absolutely brilliant. So, we've got over 30 people here already. So, let's have a look who's coming in. Rolando. Gerard's here. Come to see us all. Our Keith's here. Our G-Force is here. Connor says, wrapping up gifts with the missus and watching This Is So Christmas. Well, it is. Look, we're at the Thistle Do. We're at Mr. Berry's, our size leaning tree. We're having a great time. So, hiya, Connor. Let's have a look. Kieran Ball's here. Scuba Pete's here.
Scoops.
Travels with Jason. The lovely Georgie. Hiya, Georgie.
Hey, Georgie.
Ricardo. Would that work on you, though? If you met a bloke, right, and you're at the Thistle Do, and he's leaning on the bar, and you went, hiya, my name's Zoe, all right, and he goes, hello, my name's Ricardo. Would you go, oh, nice? Or would you just like, not bothered?
You're out, you're fired.
Yeah. You're fired.
No Ricardo's in here.
Hi, Kat. Nice to see you, Kat. This is awesome. Everyone's here. Rob's Retro's here. Oh, you're having a Merry Christmas. Are you having a nice Christmas so far? Is everything going all right? You're getting everything done? And
Yeah, I'm pretty well organised personally, so that's probably not a shock to a lot of people. But yes, I'm all right.
You would have turned around and said, "Oh, Shabby, I've got loads to do." I think us all would have fainted. What about you, Des? Our Des, if he's all what have you got, Mrs. T? Is it all nice? Is it all done?
Well, she's watching, so we can't say.
Oh, you can't
depends
say.
what Santa brings, Mark. It depends what Father Christmas brings.
Exactly. Yeah. She's wrapped it all up herself.
Has she?
I'm good at wrapping. I used to work in a jeweller's, and I worked there for quite a long time. And every Christmas, you'd get a skill at wrapping, so I was always dead good at it. So I'm always dead neat with little boxes and stuff. I can wrap them in.
Thank God.
Jewelry shop.
These present bags, they're just so convenient.
Yeah, I keep saying I'm full of bags and just put stuff up and that's it done. Yeah.
Hey, James. Good old James is here. Now, I will say to all of you, I'm going to fall behind on the chat because we've got loads of videos, galleries and stuff to show. So if I fall behind, I apologise.
What's new?
Well, we'll start now, basically, while I've got everybody in. So, let's have a look. Let's have a look who I can start with. Let's have a look who I can start with. Let's have a look. Oh, I tell you what, we'll start with this sex symbol.
Almost forgot about the Stanley Cups. Like in virtually everyone.
Does he Stanley Cups? Brilliant. He was going about
he didn't like his gallery then, did he? He went.
Yeah, he was like, "Go for this."
My favourite one of that, though, I forgot all about it, is the one where I put him in front of Jabba's palace and I kept the plastic bag in his hand. I had to get that carrier bag in his hand.
Although, him in that tub on what is
it?
In
the tub got me.
On Tatooine tie. Oh, absolutely brilliant. What gave you the idea to do these sites, to get all these tubs done? And you know what I mean?
I think of people, I think what they're into, and then I just crack on. But I suppose, like being an artist, you get a picture already, don't you? You already get one. What you're going to do, like. So it doesn't take me long to do them. It just Claire showed me how to do it, and that was it. I've done it ever since.
Claire's fault, was it? Claire's fault.
All her fault.
That L that Connor is referring to, Adam Berry, is legend. That's what that L is.
I reckon that's what it is. Yeah.
I know how you feel, Adam. I get it every week off this. Like, I know how you, and it's always those reds. Have you noticed, Adam? It's always them.
Yeah, well,
never anybody else.
Snobbies, aren't we?
Kevin Ball says 2 days of all this nonsense will be over. Well, it's not very festive, Kevin. It's not very festive.
But I understand that. There is a massive build-up in it for a day.
Yeah.
Like, everyone else is about for a month just for one day.
Hey there, Shabby. I am Mr. B. Cyan Adam. I am Mr. B. How are you, pal? Smith Lord speaks. For Christmas, the wife said she wanted something in silk. Knowing my luck, this emulsion I've bought will be the I have eggshell.
Egyptian cotton.
The back, kind of back.
So the crowd back and the paparazzi outside the This'll Do. It messes with the internet.
Christmas.
You know, Dez Zoe's there for a start. Messes with it all.
Keith Knight, see ya. God, everybody's turned up. This is brilliant. Claire Bear, I moved Scuba Bear to a better spot in my toy room yesterday. There you are, look at that. Claire's giving out his. Oh, what is it? Builder bears. That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. Yeah. Cox is here. Hey, Coxy.
Bimbo.
Oh, Scuba Bear. I remember bringing that bear to life.
Yeah, Claire has to do a chastise. When you buy a bear at Builder Bear, you have to do this weird ritual and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the bear's going to jump up and.
Shabby, go and give Nick a message saying you're all coming on to our stream. He's ABD. Oh, well, good luck to him. Well, we can watch either one of us later on. It don't matter. Hey, John McGuire, nice to see you, pal. Hello, Gap. Nice to see you, buddy. TJC's here. Wow, everyone's come. Everyone. Keith's Nights here. Talking about Keith's Nights, should we have a look at Keith's Nights? Because we never showed Keith's Nights, did we?
Did we?
No, Keith's Night never.
Gallery.
Keith's Night never had a gallery until now.
I never knew he was such good mates with Cliff Richard.
He loves Cliff Richard.
We're back.
Sorry.
He's been to see him, so he loves to
Right.
on holiday.
Oh no.
Anything about Cliff Richard, honestly, Keith Knight loves.
Yeah.
Big
I did.
fan.
You missed a massive trick though. There was no Craig David.
No, I thought that. No, I thought we'll give him a rest for a week.
There's no Craig David. Hey, Palps. Hey, did you watch Palps on Stews? He did a good job, man. I liked Palps on Stews. That was all right. Had a good chat. Good old Delvin and Martins. As well.
I'm sure I've got Palps in the Star Wars quiz.
Oh, have you? Oh, I'm out. I've got Trenton Dobson, G-Force, and I think Guppy. I'm gone. I'm just going to read a book for an hour. You know what I mean? What else can I do there? I'm really useless. I'm going to get hammered. Let's see who else has turned up. Oh, our Reynolds is here. Look at this now. You're probably all thinking to yourself, our Luke's here. Did Luke get a gallery? He sure did. Outside the door brick.
He loved that. He loved it there, didn't he, for that night?
He loved the door brick.
It's a baby.
Oh, look at this.
Luke is a baby. It's classic.
The 3 men and a baby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely brilliant.
With his beard, it's just.
I'd say we went. Me and Tez went a couple of months back. We went to the Games Expo on DTM. And when we got there, we come out. First thing Tez says to me was, "Is this the place that you really stayed?" Yeah, said it is. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So awful.
Oh, hi, George. These are. I forgot half of these because we show them on our site will make them, and then we show them on the what is it. But I just thought I'll keep them all because you never know if we do like a, you know what I mean, like one of these. I'll have them all here. So these are great to look back on. They really are absolutely brilliant. Look at this. Just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Keith, they left out your selfies with Chris. No, he was in there. He was playing that bass with Cliff Richard.
I especially like the one with Keith's black and white one of him. Like to stress the age of when he was policing.
Oh, absolutely! It was brilliant. The nicest thing, Adam, you never got a gallery, did you? You did. We didn't make you one.
No.
Oh, well.
I'm a bit worried about mine, so it could be anything.
Mr. Berry, nothing to be worried about.
You get to that last picture at the end. You
knew I was finishing with that one. But I never knew you was a stunt driver on Knight Rider. I never knew you was a stuntman on Knight Rider. That's really
absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
So funny.
Look at that. I love that picture, Luke, in front of the door. Yeah, it was weird because that was such a nice hotel, wasn't it, when we were kids? The few men in the neon, Des. Exactly the same, Des. All think as Des. Are you there, Des?
That's a freeze frame and half.
It's a freeze frame and half. Jace is off to bed, so well, good night, Jace. Good night, pal. Oh, hi, Adam. Nice to see you, buddy.
Mr. Long.
Night, Jace. Sleep tight. Santa is watching. Here we go. Oh, Chris is here. Everyone, well, just dropping in. If you've got rapping to get done, have you? You got your rapping to do, pal. Chasing 80s, are you, Chris? Good old Chasing 80s is here.
Hello, cool man.
Merry Christmas, Jay. Oh, Sancho brings you lots of cool stuff. Chasing 80s. Everyone has turned up. Wow, 50 already. This is amazing. Amazing. Thank God we got eye candy like Berry on site. You know what I mean? God for that.
Carry on film. Oh, God, no.
Look at this. I can see Adam Berry in the Carry On movie. No problem. Ricardo. Look, Adam is the baby from Labyrinth. Yeah. Me and Simon would like to state, Simon, that these are all real pictures. There's no
all real pictures. There's no Photoshop. Me and Mark spend months researching, looking at people's Facebook and everything, don't we? No false pictures.
Oh, Luke, I mean, brilliant. I agree so much. Well, the Thistle Do is going through technical difficulties. Should we try another one? Let's watch another one. Oh, what about this lovely lady. What about her?
look like a scene from The Walking Dead.
Good old Leslie, man. Leslie, absolutely brilliant. Leslie has the best. She's brilliant. She has that laugh, doesn't she, Si? Leslie? That laugh's great. Yeah, you were talking about that last night, weren't you? That laugh.
Yeah, she's got that laugh that when she laughs, she can't help but laugh.
So I could cross Leslie off there. We've got loads more to go through. I hope you're all enjoying this. Like I said, I love this sort of stuff. But while we're waiting and so forth, we've gone through a few things. But as you all know on Tub Thumpers, we do a few things, a few segments, if you will. Magic of the Mind is one, and the other one is Question of the Week. But this week, Question of the Week has got a bit of a twist. Oh, a special guest tonight, Si, for Question of the Week. So let's just make him big. So, Adam, there's a few things on your mind, I hear. So,
yeah, a couple of things. But first and foremost, I'd like to say thank you to Si to allow me to do the Question of the Week, or Observations of the Week, I guess. So, I'm massively into numbers, always have been. It's just something I'm really into. And I'm going to write a few numbers down on my little board here. This isn't magic, don't worry. So let me just write a few numbers down. It's going to take a while. This is a big number.
Right.
All will be revealed in a minute. Talk amongst yourselves.
It's the anticipation.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know if you can see that. There's two massive numbers there. One begins with 4, one begins with 1. So the top number is followed by 17 zeros, and the bottom number is 22 zeros. So these numbers, if you were to pronounce them, that is 4/6 trillion, and that is 10/6 trillion. Right, so to put it another way, a 6 trillion is a billion trillion. Right, you can't comprehend how big these numbers are. So I'm getting to the point here. So I'm just building anticipation, right? Right. So Carl Sagan in the 80s. You all know Carl Sagan is obviously, we all have our favourite astronomers, and Carl Sagan being probably one of the most famous.
Right.
He basically turned around and said that he thought there was more stars in the universe than there was grains of sand in the planet, on the Earth, right? So there was a load of numbers crunched, and basically they approximated there was 4/6 trillion grains of sand on the whole of the Earth.
Yeah.
And there was 10/6 trillion stars in the universe, right?
Right.
So in answer to the question, he was right. There is more stars in the universe than there is grains of sand, obviously, on Earth. But what threw me about this is, like, how long is 6 trillion? Like, it's a massive number. You can't even comprehend. That's like 1 with 22 zeros.
Right.
So if you were to say, like, if you were to count up to 1/6 trillion, if you used to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and use 1 second for every number, how long do you think it would take you to count from 0 to 1/6 trillion? I'll tell you, and it's mind blowing.
Right. Okay. But we have to guess how long it'll take.
Well, you can do if you want, but I don't think you will. If you do, it's unbelievable. I'm just writing it on here, but if you want to guess how long it would take you.
Yeah.
Adam, we missed the beginning. Can you go through that again?
So how long would it take without obviously Googling, how long would it take to count from 1 to 6 trillion in one go? Like,
Have these Spurs odds of winning a trophy in the next few years?
I'd say 1 year, 4 months.
Oh, not even close. But I appreciate you guess. It's mind blowing. That's the whole thing of what I'm doing here. It's absolutely mind blowing.
So we've got bring back Si. We've got is Si's back to the questions of the week next week.
It's my maths lesson.
Right, so we've lost Mr. Long at 4. Kieran Ball said the answer is 42.
It certainly isn't, but okay.
Hi, Gilster's here. Zoe, would you like to have a guess?
Well, like Dad said, we came in partway through, so I'm even more confused anyway. So
right, so the question is, how long would it take you to count, as in 1, 2, 3, to get to what? 4?
To get to 1/6 trillion.
To get to 1/6 trillion.
It's pronounced sextrillion, actually. So 1/6 trillion.
Billion.
Oh, Dez will get it then.
2,000 years.
Okay.
Ooh, right, I'm going 420 years. 420.
Okay, so 1/6 trillion, is basically equal to a billion trillion. It's ridiculous, right? So bearing in mind, they've said they approximate that there's 10/6 trillion stars in the universe.
Yeah.
To count to just 1/6 trillion back to back, going 1, 2, 3 would take 31 million years. Wow. 31 million years. Oh, it's impossible. So that's what the context of the observation was, just how massive that is. You go to a beach. We all like to go to a beach, don't we? You pick up a grain of sand. There's 4/6 trillion grains of sand on Earth, and there's 10/6 trillions stars in the universe.
That's crazy.
I'll tell you what, he's thought this through. Not bad at all. Let's see if anybody.
I like it.
Georgie, you're going to need a bigger house and all that. No, Connor's predicting how many Liverpool fans will appear from outside Liverpool in the next year. Our Claire says, what arsehole apparently counts grains of sand?
So it's interesting the way they've done it as well. Like, there was an 8-year study at university on it, if not longer. And the way they've done it's all approximated. So they get like a square meter of grains of sand. They estimate the size of the grains of sand. Then they get the size of the coastline in the world, not just UK. They approximate how wide a beach is, how long a beach is, and then just calculate it all up. It is literally mind-blowing. But yeah, so I have got an extra observation as well.
Is that the amount?
Say it. What's your extra observation?
I'm taking this moment. Taking this moment. So
this is taking longer than PGM's. Gab says 238,000 years, and he was confirmed with that. Kieran Ball says 90 years. So off these lads.
Yeah. So he did this. The thing is, though, is what I was trying to get at is the absolute just magnitude of how many stars and grains of sand are in the world. But anyway, so let's on the same subject. Let's think about time.
Right.
So we all know there's 60 seconds in a minute, 3,600 seconds in an hour, 86,400 seconds in a day. Right. We all know that. And the average person lives to about 80 years. What's that? So that's about 29,200 days. Approximately.
Yeah. yeah. Oh.
So my point is about time, right?
That's true.
And this is kind of I've been inspired by watching a film that I really like, and it's underrated. So what about if time was currency? We didn't have anything as money, but time is our currency. So we got paid in hours. So you do a good job and you get paid 50 hours a week. You go out for a meal and it costs you 1 hour. And, you get a coffee, it costs you 5 minutes. You buy a car, it costs you 2 years. And then obviously once your time has run out, you die. So the idea is...
Merry Christmas, Adam.
How would you live your life knowing that? Like, you know what I mean?
I'd be dead in 6 months. No doubt about it. I'd just go out, buy a Bugatti, just do everything, and be dead in 6 months.
So in other words,
what 6 months that would be, let me tell you.
Right, so Dez, Si, and Zoe, everything around your life is predicted by hours. So if you're paying for it, you're paying for it with hours of time. Is that right?
Yeah. So, like, there's a film, basically, there was a film I watched years ago. I think it's about 2010. It's called In Time. And it's got Cillian Murphy. It's got Justin Timberlake in it. And the idea is when they get to 18 years of age, they get 100 years put on their clock. And as soon as it runs down, they die. But they can earn more money by working. But if you buy stuff, you also lose some money. You lose time, not money. Sorry,
Right.
you lose time. So I was thinking, how would it then make you think about life? If we weren't paid in money, there was no such thing as money, but we were paid in time, and everything we done cost us time. So you go and get a hotel. It costs you, I don't know, 3 days of your time instead of actually paying for it with physical money. You go and buy, I don't know, you go and buy a vintage toy, and it costs you, I don't know, 35 minutes instead of 35 quid or whatever. You know, I just think it's an interesting one.
What do you reckon, Des?
I don't know. Yeah, it's certainly it's something that you can't just reel off an answer in a couple of seconds, is it?
Well, a couple of seconds will cost you, Des. You can't do that, Des, because that would cost you. Do you see what I mean?
I just think it would get us thinking about life a bit differently. That's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get people to expand their thought process. It's a bit of a thought experiment, isn't it, really? Yeah. Because, you know, if you really that limited to time, when you think about it, if you think about if you think about your life in days instead of years, which is often something I tend to do, like, you know, like how many days you've lived for instead of how many years you've lived for. It actually is quite fascinating when you put it like that. You're like, I knew people would think I was balmy, but I don't really care.
It's like the way you go, this is something I tend to think of.
What it is. You can tell I'm an analyst. This is what I do every day, pretty much.
Yeah.
You get some sleeping pills. That'll make you sleep better rather than thinking of stuff like this.
But I suppose
in a way you do, though, don't you? Because when you have to go to work, and you go to work and you're there for 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and you're there till 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you are actually paying for your time. Your time is being paid for, in a sense, isn't it? Because our people be like, I don't want to go to work today. If you don't go, you don't get paid for it, which means that your time is being paid for. Listen.
My mum's impressed. Look at that.
Like I said, it's not really like I said, a right or wrong answer. It's just really just like what you think. How would you approach the world? So
I suppose you would do it differently though, Zoe, because when you've got money, right? Say for example, you've got like 50 quid left, and someone costs 40 quid. I get paid again next week. But with life hours, you'd have to think about stuff like that, wouldn't you? Do I really want to waste an hour of my life on that?
Well, do you really want to waste 5 minutes of your life getting a coffee? Is the coffee really worth 5 minutes of your life?
That's what.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's more the way it is, isn't it? You know, if you buy a car and it costs you 2 years of your life, you know, unless you can live forever. If you build up enough money, you can live forever. You just can't let that clock get to zero.
Yeah.
Because you won't be like wasting time on like burgers and stuff, and so we'd all live healthier, wouldn't we? Like, you wouldn't like, because like a takeaway is 40 quid. You'd be like, I'm not giving 40 quid of my time for a takeaway.
What do you reckon, Des? What were you saying, Des?
I didn't sign up for that.
Des, I didn't sign up for this, Shabs.
Anyway, so they were my questions / thoughts of the week or whatever.
Oh, brilliant. So he turns around to her dad and goes, "Great, the internet works now."
I do have a fun for me, maybe not fun for you.
Yeah.
So I saw a video recently saying like, rather than like how when you turn 25 or whatever, how old, like when is it your 10,000th day? So I thought I'll look from when I was born. I have not had my 10,000th day of being alive yet. Which I think is quite interesting.
So how old are you then when you get to 10,000 days?
I think it's next year at some point. But I worked it out and I was like, wow, I've not even been alive for 10,000 days.
Wow,
she's still a baby.
Because if 80 years is 29,000 days, roughly, so 29,220 odd or something. So like, but based on that, I'm just trying to think, you'd probably be about, well, I don't know how old you are, Zoe, but I reckon it'd probably be about 27, 28 you'd have to be for your 10,000th day.
I'll check it again now.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
But it's definitely next year at some point.
Jonathan Redmond says, but if you're paid in hours, the employee would be dead in a week, so everyone would end up in.
What about if the employer had a unlimited amount of hours, though? I'm guessing that's like the employee wouldn't be like that. So
right, unlimited.
The G-Force has got 27.39 years for 10. So exactly 20. I said 27.28. So yeah.
Yeah, my 10,000th day is the 15th of November next year.
There you go.
Wow. There you are.
Yeah.
So we'll last be here to celebrate Zoe's 10,000th day. We'll do
Don't tell your mum, Zoe. Just go, I'd like a present for every day I've been here. Your mum goes, oh, all right. Mr. B says, if you work hourly, you're basically working with time. That's a good point, Adam. That is a good point.
Yeah.
Look, you are effectively paid for time, Cox. He says, if you buy a Big Mac every day, it's going to take time off your life.
No, but what I'm trying is the currency is time, not the money. So you know. So.
Do the vintage toys pay off the funeral? I have PGM. Look at this. I'm suing Adam for an hour of this bollocks.
Not even an hour.
Puts the phone down, wanders into the kitchen to He's ruined a good film for me right there.
I think what the inspiration came from that film In Time. If you haven't seen it, I really liked it. It got panned, but I really liked it.
I'll look out for it, Adam. Yeah, I will look out for that.
Adam, do you realise how much of TJC's life you've wasted listening to all that? I thought it was informative. I liked it.
The next time you're sitting on a beach or you look up at the stars, you remember them facts I told you.
Yeah.
So
I don't think we can be friends anymore.
And to all those painting time, that's just cost you £7.50.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, seems as though our Zoe's here. And we've got Zoe here. Let me see. Da, 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 da. What do you think so?
Oh, fantastic.
My favourite one of them, and it made me laugh doing it, is the Quidditch one with the woolly hat on. I swear on my life, I must laugh for half an hour trying to get that picture done. It really made me laugh.
I like the one that Zia saw when she's just having that cup of tea, just like that. Zia's hands on it, background. Claire P says, I work at Build-A-Bear. They pay for my time, Adam. They pay for Claire's time. So, no one ain't got time for this shit.
I thought VTR would be one of the people who would appreciate it. I don't know why.
VTR, absolutely brilliant. VTR, we never made him a video, did we, Si? VTR?
No.
We did.
Love it.
Ollie from the buses.
When you put that up, I'm looking at that picture and I thought, oh, you put me in memory. So that's Ollie from on the buses. What's he? Brilliant. That Highlander one was great and so forth. Gap said Si would use his time to see the dogs on Mount Everest that could finish those biscuits. I've lost 15 minutes of my life with Adam's question. I want a refund. Very nice, isn't it?
Observation, I guess.
Keith Knight, I've spent a good night's drinking. That's cost me a few days.
What's making me laugh? All the comments people are putting how old they are in days. So
shut up, Zoe, bloody kid. Who invited
Oh, where do yours days? My days stand at, I think, 1.4 something trillion.
Trillion.
It is funny the way everyone's working it out, though. Mr. B's like 27. I don't know, it's 27. G Plus is like 27.39. He's 0.39.
I see. I don't be saying they don't like math, but they actually really do, don't they?
Well, here's someone who thinks the same way as Adam. Gerard says I'm 90. I'm 1,090. What is it? 1,935.35 days.
That means he's only about, not very old, 10 or something like that.
Absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Oh, Georgie Zoe has been alive for 17 hours.
Everyone, Zoe, has just been on their phones, haven't they? How many days have I been alive? How many days I've been here?
The thing is, though, everyone, you could lie about it because who's going to work that out except for Adam Perry? No one. You know what I mean? That's how old you am. 12,000 days old, Shabby. Nice. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to work it out. I'm just going to believe him. Oh, okay, fair enough. Si, this is how we all feel every week.
Well, it's good to think. It's good to think.
Absolutely brilliant. So let me ask you all, Steve, before we carry on and so forth. What would you say your favourite thing about Tub Thumpers is? When me and Si first started, and you know the story, it was just a case of our Si went up to the loft. And what was it, Si? You can tell it. You're right next to me. You had some plumbers in or something, didn't you? Si?
Yeah, I was getting all the plumbing all done, and I went into the loft, and we had to get everything out there. And that's when I come across a couple of big tubs, and I thought, do you know what? This would be. I'm a nosy get. I want to see what everyone's got in their tubs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought put it together, and it's been quite a success, really. Like every week, it's great seeing all these different things and how people can surprise you with what they collect and what they still have, and everything from cereal boxes to old school medieval Lego.
Well, there's only one person we've had time with cereal boxes and wrappers and stuff like. I don't want to say you, but
no. But the truth is, I'm as bad as Dez. I all sorts of stuff like I keep. It's just, and I think we all do, don't we? In a way, we all keep like stuff we shouldn't, but we do.
And the thing is, it's like, what did I do with them cereal boxes? I put them back in the box and back where they were.
100%. Yeah. I'm with you, Dez.
I mean, when you all pulled your stuff out, the nicest thing about why I love Tub Thumpers so much is, regardless of what it is, I remember White House pulling out pencil sharpeners that we all had. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. Do you get the same thing watching it? Like, oh, I remember this and I remember that and so forth.
Yeah. One of my favourite things is what you forget. It's what people pull out that you've just totally forgotten about. That's what I love.
The thing is, it's the ones off the tubs that I pulled out. I've probably got about that 4 times again. Random stuff. You know, that was just the scratching the surface.
So that's what me and Mark have always said, that you know, everybody that we've had on, we're going to at least have to get on again, because we only do scratch the surface. And even things you just keep to one side and stuff and just keep away. And
yeah. It's funny though, Si, because and Dez and Zoe, we've had people from all over the world on. And you know, it's funny because when we were kids, obviously the world is so small. It's you and your mates, or you and your family. And then as we've gone older, and you've seen other people having the same stuff we kind of did, like your BMX, Adam, or like a Panini sticker book, and I find that fascinating, you know, because as kids, like I said, your world's just yours, isn't it? And then you've come out here and everybody was doing the same thing.
And that's the best thing about this community. You know, it's been said before, but it's, you know, I used to drive the girls and the wife balmy talking about the latest figure that come out, and they listen for 5 minutes, and then they glaze over, they walk away or whatever, and they humour me. But to be fair, not so much now. They do, certainly the missus takes a big interest in what I do. I'm going to the toy fairs and that. But it's nice that you've got that community now that you can go online and show and share what you've just bought or what you're looking forward to. You know, it's just great. You know,
I completely agree.
See, for me, there's I love when you brought out, I think, some KFC. I've got KFC boxes from like the 90s and stuff like that. So to me, that was like, I love that. But it's something funny. You've probably seen these. I think I shared them with you. I picked up these the other day, and I thought this is a Dez thing all over. Yogurt pops, right? Early 1983 yogurt pops, right? Star Wars.
Make it big, Matt.
And so I picked up these probably about, I don't know, a week ago. They're wicked. Like, I think that's old ski yogurt pots, 1983 anyway, but awesome. Yeah. And there's about 8 in the set. But the thing was, it does inspire you because I picked up them, and you'll laugh at this. This is like probably Dez all over. I picked up them, and I'm now brought some episode 1 yogurt pots from the 90s, and they're on their way to me. And I'm just like, I've got yogurt pots galore now, like old yogurt pots. Who does that? Like, you know, but I love them kind of idiosyncrasies and them stupid little things that no one else would bother collecting. I saw her at Sandown, and this again reminded me of Dez massively. Pizza boxes from pizza boxes from like 1990 or 2000, 1999, 2000, like when they done episode what was it, Phantom Menace on Pizza Hut, and I was like, Dez would love one of them. Right, that's the first thing I thought of. I thought Dez would love a pizza box, like, you know, and I nearly brought one. I thought, why am I buying a pizza box?
Just take a moment and think, what am I doing?
I asked the guy how much they were as well. And I was like, oh, they're in really good condition. I'm thinking, am I having a serious conversation about the condition of 25-year-old pizza boxes?
But then, he obviously thought there's a market for them because that's why he took them to sell.
Yeah.
You know?
It is funny. I'd say what else is funny as well. The things that have been spawned from Tub Thumpers, like you leaning and the Thistle Do, and what is it? The library, you stealing library books, and Scott Whitehouse being library mafia, and you know, Jimmy Whitehouse. There's been so much stuff that's come out of this show that we all just. And then stuck, and then you watch other people's streams, and it's still going. It always makes me laugh. I just love that. So Dez, I completely agree with you. It's the whole community base, isn't it? Me and Si have always said, if it's not for people like yourselves, or people that are watching, or people that have come on, it's not going to be much Tub Thumper. That's it really. So, you know. So we've loved every minute of it, and it's like I say, we try our hardest to make everyone feel as welcome as possible. Do you know what I mean? Because there are people that haven't, you know, they're not loud and brash and all that sort of stuff, but they've got awesome collections and awesome stuff that they've put away. It's like Zoe, you came along and did Tub Thumpers. How did you feel? Were you a bit like nervous about it? You just, oh no, I'm well on for this.
Well, I suppose because when we were getting it all out, because the majority of the stuff that I showed is in a different part of the loft, at Dad's house. So it's almost like, although my childhood obviously wasn't that long ago, it unlocked me. I was like, oh, I completely forgot about that.
She always rubs it in, doesn't she, Berry? She always has to tell us how old we all are. You know what I mean?
But like, so there's even things that I'm like, oh, I completely forgot I had that, or and then it just unlocks those memories, and it brings back that joy of being 5 or 8 playing with them. So it was great.
I completely agree. I'll just show a couple more videos before we go on. This is a video that we've never seen before. Our G-Force.
not sure I'll ever be able to look at Prince William without thinking of G again.
Nice to see you both of the royals at Christmas, isn't it? It's nice to see.
You see,
Yes,
I'm
nice.
the same way as you lot. And when you watch it back as well, watch, because what our site will do, it will always put secrets in your stuff.
Yeah,
And it's like you watch it again, you miss stuff out, and so because I'm the same as you guys. I don't want to see them until I've made them. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes he sent me pictures, and I thought, oh, can I really show that?
Show it.
But most of the time, it just goes great. So absolutely brilliant. So let's have a look. She feels like that with all the babes, yeah. Oh, Gilster's gone. Have a nice Christmas, Gilster. Have a nice Christmas, pal.
Yeah,
Back to the life affords one of many riches. They are.
See it.
Don't spend your hours on it though, G-Force, you know. Oh, absolutely brilliant. So, is there anybody you would like to see on Tub Thumpers? Is anybody you said, oh, he'd be good on Tub Thumpers, or she'd be good on Tub Thumpers?
BOE.
BOE's a definite, yeah.
Yeah, is the sort of he's the icon, any of Tub Thumpers.
Do you know how that came around?
Yeah.
Me, Matt, and Ted used to do another live stream many years ago. I'll just say that, and the idea and the name, BOE came up with the name for that stream, and it was never done. It was never like, and we all know who it was, but the person that we did it with was like, no, it's all me. I created it. I did it, and we always felt wrong about that. So when me and Si did the Tub Thumpers together, we came up with it. We asked the chat straight away, can anyone think of a name that would do well? And the people were that box collectors or this and that, and then BOE wrote Tub Thumpers, and that was it. So so I said to Si, perfect, we've got it. And then Si turns around to me because of what happened and went, let's make BOE the mascot. So BOE's will always be the mascot of Tub Thumpers. That's he's great. He's great having BOE as a mascot. So yeah, that's how that came along.
I'm trying to think, because a lot of people have done it, haven't they? Which is good.
Yeah.
Which is great. You know, so I was actually, you got a good point there. BOE's the only one that I can think. Well, I don't think Chris Mewell's done it.
No, Mewell's not done it yet.
So, you know, that might have just seen him in the comments. I think, you know, that could be a good one. But yeah, I'm just trying to think myself.
I think one of the worst things was VTR's Tub Thumpers.
It's just amazing, wasn't it?
Just
loft of gems.
Yeah, I think everybody watched VTRs and went, how the France am I going to go on after that? Do you know what I mean? It was what?
Well, I think I was the week after.
You were the week after.
Oh, shit. Like, I was like, it's the Matchbox bars. Like, you know.
I've never seen anything like VTR's Loft. I've never seen anything like it. It was just amazing, wasn't it? But what we were trying to say to people was it was that was the way VTR's tubs look and so forth. But everybody else's, you know, and like I said, we've had people on. I mean, Si, some of the stuff you were showing FHM magazines and old Brannigan's VIP cards. And
it's like things you just keep stuff, don't you? You don't really want to throw it away, and then it gets to a point where you feel like you don't want to throw it away. You know, you just like, I've had it all these years, I'm going to keep it. So
it's putting it at the loft. You're throwing it away, but you still got it. If that makes sense. You know,
yeah, it's out of the way, but it's still here. Yeah,
not cluttering up downstairs, but you've still got it. Up here, you've still got it.
It's not in the bin.
Yeah.
You know,
I tidied mine about 3 weeks ago. Like, I went up in my loft. I got a mate round to help me because I wanted to make it all. And there was some stuff in there I found, and I just thought hilarious, like CDs and DVDs, stuff that's pretty modern. But I was just like, you know, stuff I hadn't even opened, you know, and I'm just like, oh, these are pretty cool, like, and stuff like that. And it's amazing what you find up there. Like, so.
I think it's great. It's like Gups last week when he showed those Britons and how immaculate they were in those boxes. Because Si was saying when he first showed it, Si said, "Oh, I don't even remember this," until he showed that yellow spaceship, and Si straight away went, "Oh my life!"
Yeah, I knew what it was straight away. Yeah.
And
but he had came up with a great idea, like you know, all them cars he was pulling out. We all had them as boys, didn't we? We all had them. But his idea of going back and getting them again and getting them pristine, and I never think of stuff like that. I should do really.
Yeah. While we're talking about Gups, might as well show his gallery. he goes, "Can I send you a picture of my dog?" And Simon puts
The Blues Brother one gets me. It looks perfect.
Oh,
Blues Brothers got no, it looks absolutely perfect.
He approved all those photos as well, didn't he? It's not
you know,
fired them.
that is the funniest part, Des. Right? So, if I can't really find pictures, I'll message you like I did with you, Zoe, and say, "Can I use some of your Instagram pictures and so forth?" Or I usually say, like someone like Keith using it on Instagram, will you send me a couple of pictures? And when they send me, sometimes I think to myself, do you know where I'm giving these pictures to? I'm giving them to Si.
So much so when you're at a toy fair and you think, well, I'll put some photos, especially if they're group photos of people you see at Sandy or whatever. You sort of in the back of your mind thinking, Si's going to pinch this. I've got to make sure. Yeah, sometimes you do a nice funny one. You think, I hope he does pinch this one.
Some of the stuff, it's like Stu on the microphone or Martin in that jacket or something like that. Or some of them, you know what I mean? It's like
or Martin in his hat. We won't say.
Oh, Martin's a gift that keeps on giving, isn't he? Martin does it every week. And just
Martin is the gift that keeps on giving. Absolutely brilliant. Well, they were awesome, those lads, though, weren't they? I mean, Martin and Adam did a absolutely fantastic job. Let's see if I can find their video here. I tell you what. Here we go. Here's Martin and Adam. Have thought when he put that jacket on, he'd be more famous than him.
The baby Superman at the end's funny.
Did you tell you how much that jacket was? You never bought it, but that's a £300 coat.
Right, it was something ridiculous.
Wow.
When he
I wouldn't be paying a couple of hours of my time for that.
So I said, I'd have bought it for you, Martin. I'd have bought it for you. No, it was 300 quid. No, I wouldn't have bought it for you.
I think we should all just chip in, all chip in 20 quid each. We've got to get it in.
Yeah, but after it being so famous, the exact price for that jacket is priceless. You know what I mean? Look at it now.
Yeah.
So George Aiken still got a Amiga game to, well, you've got to come on. It's like I said, we'd love everybody to come on Tub Thumpers. Everybody. Georgie's Tub Thumpers puppet show was an absolute highlight for me. It was.
Georgie, it was a great one.
Georgie, I've got to admit, Georgie blew me away. I mean, because we all collect whatever, but the fact that she made that stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
One, isn't she, old Georgie?
But I'll be honest to you, my friend, most of you are. I think it's because it's like you, for example, you watch your Instagram videos, there's a lot of masking, there's a lot of micro machines, but then you come onto a Tub Thumpers, like the majority of it. It's like Keith, for example, last week. We would have swore blind it would be all Star Wars, and it wasn't at all, you know. And it's like Zoe. We all said straight away, so it's going to show loads of Lego, and you didn't. You showed all your little things you had as kids, and you pull out play sets and so forth. That's one of the things I loved about it. It just goes to show, doesn't it, that we all have a way of collecting, but there's all little things that we've kept told us as kids.
Yeah,
I've got to give thanks as well to people like our mums for this, Because if it wasn't for Mum's keeping all this, because we wouldn't have kept it, would we, Des? Do you know what I mean? We would have just lobbed it and that's it, basically.
Mrs. T was from day one. It's everything sort of keep all the boxes, all your Bob the Builder stuff has got the boxes.
Did you show them?
Possibly not.
Yeah, you showed Bob the Builder. Yep, you did.
Yeah,
all the Bob
sure did.
Yeah, because it was a knockoff Bob, weren't they?
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah. So yes,
done all
of that.
Keith's mum was brilliant last week. She was fantastic. She was really good.
God.
Keith's mum sold all that stuff. She's now in the Bahamas with Christmas. Look at Kieran. Poor Keith Guppy and his parents have cleared the loft of some junk, cluttering it all up. He's just great. And it was funny because I remember VTR being in his loft and he couldn't get out of it. Do you remember he had all that cramp?
I think he's still going to a chiropractor to this day. Being hunched over for 2 hours. So.
I was going through the gallery of VTR and I set that picture of him in that loft. I thought, that's absolutely brilliant. Yes, I am the gift that keeps on giving. Love you. You've all been brilliant, though. I've got to admit, every one of you that's come on and seen the gallery, you know, every one of you has took it for what it is. It's just a bit of a laugh in it.
I'll tell you one, guys, Shabby, if you could get him. He's been in a few of the photos. Bosk, do you think Tim would do it?
So I've already talked to Tim and asked Tim to do it. I've talked to only one. I've talked to a few people, and I think they will. I think we know it's not a serious thing. It's just 2 hours of just fun in it, having a look through old stuff. But Adam, you said it before. You're exactly right. Sometimes I've seen guests themselves pull out stuff, and they forgot that they've got it. Do you know what I mean? And they're like, "No way, have I still got that?" And did any of you keep anything out, by the way? So when you pulled out all your stuff and was there anything you kept out?
There was a couple of things I did. I kept out. I think I kept out my KFC little Happy Meal box. I'm just trying to think. I think I did keep out a couple of things, but funny enough. So I'll quickly tell you this. It's a bit of a boring story, but it's quite wholesome. So I had all the Matchbox cars that I had in mine, which are my childhood ones. I've got very few stuff from my childhood, but that was it. A friend of mine who I went to school with saw the Tub Thumpers episode, and I was talking to him about Matchbox, and his child collects Matchbox cars now. So I went through, and all the doubles I had, I gave to him. So it's only doubles. Like I said, I was honest, said I'm not getting rid of any that aren't doubles, but I said all the doubles you always can have.
Well, you did that to me. It was so gracious and nice of you. You pulled out that Tony the Tiger thing, and that's one of those things I absolutely loved as a kid, but completely gone out of my mind. I think it's because it's not a collection. Sometimes it's happened on Tub Thumpers. Do you not think, Si, that someone's pulled out one thing and you've gone, no way?
I totally thought about that.
Big collection or whatever. And then obviously the Tony the Tiger Jeep, and I get things like that. I just blow me away. You know what I mean? You know, but it is funny what people sentimental, and it's like what people keep hold of, like you, comics and all that sort of stuff.
I just think in the 80s we were just so lucky. It was just our childhood and everything that we were watching and what we played with, and we were just really lucky, weren't we? We were just from a proper lucky generation. Everything from the BMX bike to the Mega Drive, we were just lucky, weren't we?
We were. Yeah. Says, go on, Des.
So I think every generation would say that, but our generation is the one that's right.
Yeah. We would say that, but it's true. Yeah.
Everyone over 10,000 days old, Des. Is that what you say?
Very true.
What I like about Tub Thumpers is that we all know what's in each other's displays, but it shows us what all the dirty laundry. Exactly. Yeah, that's true. This is what I mean.
It's almost like the stuff you're not proud to show off, but it is sentimental to you, or you don't, or it maybe don't look right. You know what I mean?
So many people have said that to me inside, right? They've turned around and they've gone, "Oh, I'm not sure about doing Tub Thumpers, Shabs, because I've only got stuff that means stuff to me and all that sort of stuff." And the amount of times they've shown that stuff and everybody else has gone, "No way I had that," or "No way, that's fantastic," and so forth. So, yeah, I mean, like I say, I just love doing it. I really do. But here's somebody else that did Tub Thumpers.
And now he's got a new career as a stand-up comic.
I saw that on Facebook. I
Watching
saw the
it,
picture of it. So he's actually doing well. Good luck to him. I hope it goes well.
Yeah.
I tell you
He
what,
said to me to watch it, him and Salacious on their thanks show. I think it's on the 2nd of January. They're doing a thank you show, and Pete said he's going to show his stand-up on there. So,
okay.
we'll watch that.
Oh, get him at the Thistle Do so. Hire him for Thistle Do. It's Guppy. Sorry I'm late, everyone. Just had to witness my mum redoing her will and testament. Now she's a Marissa's saying she was absolutely great. Yeah, I bet she was. That was great when everyone's like, shut up. I remember when we had Steph on and she was showing all her brother stuff, and Martin was going mad, wasn't he, in the chat? He's cheap, it's not worth anything.
Yeah, well, that Ghostbusters stuff he had all that in the box.
I'm just looking forward to Stephanie taking over half of Martin's toy room.
Yeah, that'll be so that was in the new year, yeah.
Well, if we're talking about Stephanie, we might as well show hers.
Not love that picture, Stu, that giant beard. When Stu went out with that beard and took that picture, was like,
What was he thinking? What was he thinking? That's gold.
Gold, Adam.
The best time that's ever happened is our Jeff Barker, right? So we're talking about weight, because my weight's always up and down, and so forth. And Jeff goes, "Oh yeah, I dealt it with myself and so forth." He said, "Look at this," and he puts a picture up of it. His prom, right? And he's a big fella. He's got a pink suit on, and like a peach pink suit, and he's got a handlebar moustache and shades on. And as he put it up, he just wrote, "Oh shit," because he just dawned on him what he'd done, and outside took him to the Queen. It's absolutely brilliant. One of the things I will say about the galleries, with it being a gallery special, I love the way, Si, you put all the community in each. You don't know who's going to turn up in somebody's thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You put all different people in different poses and with different people and so forth. Do you do that deliberately, Si? Like, or do you think about it?
Just sometimes, like when you're putting them across and stuff, and you see everybody's faces in them stickers. Some faces just suit certain pictures, don't they? So I put them in the background. Some just suit them.
I think Steph's used to working with Muppets. Probably why I heard some.
That's what I'd like to see on the Tub Thumpers, Kieran Ball. But he's too scared. I'm too scared. I'd like to see Kieran Ball on the Tub Thumpers.
Yeah, with his chat, he's got to back it up, ain't he?
Wow.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just don't say about with pics. Yeah,
you do.
I like the way now, Adam, that people put a picture up now and they go ahead.
Yeah. Go on, do your thing, mate.
Yeah, have that one. Absolutely brilliant. I've got a few more to show, and then it's magic of the mind time.
I will say one thing though, that music starts to get tedious, isn't it?
Which one?
Do you not think that theme? Why were you? The thing is, once a week, it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like 16 times after each other, it starts to get on your nerves a bit.
What, this music? There's a few there without his beard, isn't there? And he looks weird now, doesn't he? Do you not think, Des?
I forgot how much you look like Frank LeBeuf without his beard.
You know what? I've seen him without that beard there. He looks about 7,800 days old.
He's still waiting for his 10,000th day, ain't he, without the beard?
Absolutely brilliant.
It's going to take 20 years off him.
It's going to look so funny when he has it shaved off.
Oh, yeah, I suppose he is. Yeah.
10 years, or do you mean 7,400 days?
Don't take you. Magic of the mind. That's it. I'm off.
Well,
you might want to stay.
On a serious note, Stu is the king among kings. He's an absolute gentleman.
Yeah, he's done really, really well, bless him. And he's the same as us, lot, really. Same as the CSR lads. And, you know, he's got everyone involved, hasn't he? And that's what it's all about. I have time for that. You know what I mean? Make everybody part of something. It's awesome.
Yeah, he does a lot for those watching, Stu. He does. He really does.
Yeah. Stu's all fizzed up to get that beard off. Well, yeah.
Be like that.
Yeah. I didn't think about the music. You said it. I just realised. Well, there's only 28 videos, so we're more than halfway through, Si. So
Wow.
I should have just turned around and
I'm
gone.
not sleep tonight going.
Well, I'll change it up. Here's a gallery we did for a special. Done a few of those specials, haven't we? There was that one, the Christmas one.
Usual Mike in the Scooby Doo one with his face. It was brilliant. Yeah, like
absolutely brilliant. So that's all people say.
Oh dear.
I love Christmas and all, but 2 hours sitting on the floor wrapping gifts, and I need 5 appointments for this. Yeah, I wrapped gifts on the floor last night. Look at this. Shabby and Si's the Shining Twins is the best. Right, well, we'll take a break from the videos for a minute. We've got about 40 minutes to go. So I've got another thing that we do on Tub Thumpers. It's Magic of the Mind, but with a twist. So, yes. Simon, Adam, Des, tonight we've got professionals on tonight. Professionals. So,
this is going to be David Blaine-esque, isn't it?
Magic of the mind. So, Zoe, what is the magic of the mind?
Okay, it's a Christmas special this time,
right?
But I need some assistance of some images, if that's okay.
Okay, so do you need your image now?
Yes, please.
Done. So there's your image.
Okay. So Christmas version, okay? I would like everybody to either point or focus on any of the Christmas baubles they can see in front of them. It's a free choice. You can choose any one you want. Okay. So from the one that you've chosen, move to the nearest blue bauble. The nearest blue one.
Right.
Okay. So you're at that blue one. Now move to the nearest green bauble, but make sure it's the closest one to that blue bauble. Okay. Now from that green one, finally move to the nearest red bauble. Okay. So you could have started anywhere. It was a free choice. But I knew you would end up here.
Right.
Very good.
Wow.
Did. That's exactly where I was.
Look, so I can't believe magic works on Tub Thumpers.
Thank you, Zoe. Thank you so much.
It was like Darren Brown, David Blaine rolled into one.
Look at that, Zoe.
Well, yes,
Hey,
I did that.
Zoe's got true magic of the It's this'll do magic size.
Wow.
Zoe Potter.
What can I say?
Hey, Rhino. Oh, brilliant. Oh, so Rhino's here. Now that's magic. Look at this, Zoe.
Oh.
You can't see. That's magic size. Sounds stunned. Hang on a minute.
The half of it. I'll be up all night for that one.
I think it's gone down a treat, this, Zoe. I think it's gone. BTR, it's a Christmas miracle. What the France? So we did a magic trick. Oh, size reaction, priceless. Size like what? Hang on.
I appreciate magic of the highest level.
Oh, absolutely. Well done, Zoe. Well done. Brilliant. Can you do any magic there? So is it just Zoe with the gift?
Yeah, it's from a mother's soul.
It's from
Just a muggle.
absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So we've got a few left. What do you reckon? Should we do a part 2 and do a part 2 with these? If you take the music, or should we carry on?
I'm probably going to do that.
Yeah,
how many have you got left to go through?
we can talk maybe a bit more in between then, to give people a break, I guess. But you know, from the music.
You can get monetized on these then, Shabby.
I've got some breaking news. Sadly, this is Zoe's last appearance on Tub Thumpers. Oh, brilliant. Zoe has all the Christmas spirit surrounding her. Of course, her magic would be more impressive. Of course, how many you got? How many? Oh, he makes the videos. One or two videos.
Oh, that's fine. Let's do it.
Let's see. Let's see what else I've got. Oh, this is a good one. I think. Does it work? Oh. He's just got one of those faces, Jeff. He's just got one of those faces. Don't matter what you put that one at the end when he was doing that kid in that furry coat and those mittens, smiling. I tell you what, it's one of my favourite
That's when his
pictures
back garden was snowing. It was all snowing in his back garden.
Absolutely brilliant. Loved it. Let's have a look.
See, I know it's Christmas soon, obviously in the next couple of days, but there's something I'm really looking forward to, I must admit, which I know a lot of people aren't going to, but I'm really looking forward to going to NEC on Friday.
Are you going? Yeah.
I'm going to get to see Si. I think Stu's going to pop along. VTR might pop along, but there's only a handful of us obviously going. But it like I said, I'm really looking forward to that. And I know not.
Are you going, Des?
Fingers crossed. Well,
oh yeah,
hopefully.
What, is this a common thing? They've done it so close to Christmas.
I think
they do a Christmas one. Yeah,
they do.
I think it's every 27th of December, so it's always the day after Boxing Day, no matter what day it is.
Yeah.
It's Friday, isn't it, this time? Yeah, it's always on a Sunday, isn't it, the Toy Fair?
Yeah, right. Okay. So there's only a few of you. So I think it'll be nice to do that though.
I'm looking forward to it no matter what. Like I said, but it's just funny things because obviously obviously Si's doing that thing Christmas night as well, and like I haven't got a really big family, so I don't do an awful lot of Christmas. So to me, I'm really looking forward to that as well. So it's just something.
Jump on, Adam.
Are you
jump on, kid?
I'm going to try and pop on Christmas Day night, definitely, yeah.
Are you going Leicester Vintage on Boxing Day as well, Adam?
Yes, I am going to pop into Leicester Vintage. I'm going to drive up there Boxing Day because they're open. I spoke to Joe already. I think it was Joe I was speaking to. And I'm going to drive up there, see them, hopefully not buy anything. That's not being horrible, but I want to save it for NEC.
That's not going to happen, is it, Adam?
But I'm hoping, I think they're going NEC, so I don't know if they're selling at NEC. I think they are. So I think a lot of the stuff probably will be packed away for NEC anyway. But so
the thing is, it's just they're just such lovely guys when you go in there. They are what you see on the toy shop on tour. Is them,
I love Rasta Matt, as he's called. One with the dreadlocks.
Yeah.
So I really like Matt with the dreadlocks.
In the last deco we was at, BTM was talking, and he said, this year we're going to try and get to Leicester Vintage Toy Shop because we haven't been yet, me or Dave. And it's somewhere Dave really wants to go. So I said, I said at some point in the new year we'll definitely go up. We'll go and have a look at the shop and stuff because they are cracking fellas, MC, aren't they? They are.
Yeah.
But one of them has a different shop now, doesn't he? One of them does something else. It's a different shop.
Gavin does. Gavin's got a shop in Nuneaton, which is about 45 minutes away. But he does a lot of like 90s stuff and a lot of, I hate to be gender specific, a lot of girly stuff. So he does a lot of like My Little Pony. Stu would love it. He does, he does a lot of Care Bears and stuff like that. That's his kind of thing. I was watching a video of the tour of his shop actually the other night. But
I see that as well, Adam.
Yeah, I haven't been to Gab's yet, but no.
Excuse me, I've got a bit of a hot take, boys. It's silly having a toy fair day after Boxing Day, but I can say you should get some bargains in there. I suppose you would, wouldn't it? I suppose it would be cheaper, would it? It's like a January sale kind of thing.
Listen, I'm taking Anne-Marie with me, and Anne-Marie's #1 son, and the Megatron there, G1. I've said to Anne-Marie, you'll buy me that.
I think I was speaking to Robbo Toys, who's a dealer there, obviously, and he goes there. He said it's genuinely such a good atmosphere there, so that's why he likes selling at the Christmas one. But I don't. For me, like I said, it doesn't bother me. It's near Christmas. It's just something.
No.
The hotel was dirt cheap because I'm staying in a hotel Boxing night, so it was like they practically gave it away. So I was like, oh, that was.
Yeah, BTR said to me, he said it's a great do, the Christmas one. He said it really is good. He likes to go the Christmas one.
So no,
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it'd be good this Friday. Yeah.
It'd be nice. That'd be nice for you all to get. Yeah, I suppose it's nice. Is it far away from? I know it's far for you. Well, it's not that far though, is it? Is it for you, Des, to get to NEC?
It's just under an hour.
Oh, is that for you as well, Adam?
No, it's about 2.5, 3 hours for me.
And do you drive up there? Do you drive when you go? Or do you
I'm going to drive up there. I'll go to the hotel, park at the hotel, and then obviously drive. It's like the hotel's 5 minutes from the NEC. So, I just drive around to the hotel in the morning. Drive around to NEC in the morning. But yeah, I've done that last time, to be honest. I just drove up there. But it's a good sort of like, well, it's Birmingham way, isn't it? So it's a good sort of 3 hours really from where I live.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, sounds awesome. Are you gonna take pictures and stuff, stick them up on Instagram, stuff like that, so we can all see them?
I might do a few videos for my Instagram, yeah, like things, but I don't know. Like I said, I forgot last time and just basically just chatted to everybody. So like, I had the NEC, but I didn't do any videos. So like,
I think
you must do that, don't you? I'm going to take loads of pictures, loads of videos until you get there, and then you don't. I don't know why I don't. It's like.
Well, I think the last one, usually Mike done a live stream, and he had Stu on, and Stu were doing like walking around, but Stu couldn't hear what Mike was saying because he didn't have any earphones. So right. I think, but Stu was doing it for about half an hour, just sort of wandering around, and then he got into a bit of an altercation with somebody.
Hey, Des, talk about Usual Mike's. Should we look at Usual Mike's gallery? Should we have a look at it? There's Usual Mike. So is it? I saw Georgie put a thing up that crocodile died this morning. It was 90 apparently. So the dinosaur, the crocodile. Did I say dinosaur? Crocodile.
Crocodile.
Oh, right. Yeah, he died today. 90 years old apparently. Oh, yeah. Good old Usual Mike. Brilliant.
I did think the punching of the kangaroo, that guy, funny. I remember that story coming out, that video of that guy who got attacked by that kangaroo and he just punched him.
Yeah, I like the one with the dog, where the kangaroo's got his dog and he just comes up and smacks it straight in the face. Oh, Paula says, I'm so broke with Christmas, I need to be begging outside the NEC, not inside buying. I know what I mean. I know exactly what you're saying.
A lot of people are saying about April as well, because obviously, there's going to be quite a few of us in April again. Which will be great. So that'd be really good.
What's your favourite one? Because you've all been to all of them, Echo and NEC. What's your favourite one?
The Southend one.
Southend one. Yeah. No, good lad.
Sandown, to me, Sandown and NEC are great. They're run by the same people, but they are great. Sandown's very good. It's basically NEC, just a tiny bit smaller.
Sandown to me always looks massive. Looks really big. Sandown.
Yeah, it's not quite as big as the NEC, but it's a bit rabbit warren-y, as Des will say. Like, you could get lost a bit in there, like, kind of thing. Whereas obviously NEC's just in like one big square building, really. So
right, got you.
But that's mine anyway.
What about yours, Des?
Echo. I just love Echo.
Si said that. Si loves Echo. Yeah.
It's every stall is Star Wars. Literally every stall. That's what it is. It says what it does on the tin. It's just you just go in there with the biggest grin on your face. Oh, love it. It's just walking into you just walk. It's heaven. It's just heaven in a shop.
But that was one of the best things about you when you came on and me said, "Why have you got all this stuff?" And you went, "Because it's Star Wars." Who would have thought then, Des, it would have spawned into making your own stickers? And
yeah.
And the funny thing about that size, everyone was made up to get a "because it's Star Wars" sticker. Everyone was like, "Yes." because it's Star Wars.
I've still got some left, so if we go NEC, hopefully on Friday, if anybody's there, and hasn't got one, then. Yeah.
Oh, you want to keep them, Dez? I've heard they're going on eBay like the Red 5 Designs book for like 800 quid. Them stickers, I have to keep hold of a few.
Oh,
to go.
Yeah, get the Thistle Dude to buy them with the t-shirts. Buy a t-shirt, get a free because it's Star Wars sticker. I can actually remember Mike and the Sullivans. Yeah, brilliant. Mrs. Mac. Exactly. Me, Jem thought Paul Hogan had died because of George's.
It's funny, isn't it? You think about everybody's channel and that, and they've all like a lot of people got merch. It'd be funny to see it all together, like everybody's merch and stickers and t-shirts and everything.
I was made up when Stu messaged me. He said, "What's your favourite Star Wars character?" I thought, "What do you want to know that for?" And then he sort of said he'd got a little Lego figure of Han Bespin, and I've made the Wall of Cool, I think he calls it, where he's got the sticker, and so I'm up there with Boss Bounty, Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Long Cousins, just and it's me, little me,
Yes, this is how the echelon you've jumped straight to the top.
So G-Force says, need a Thistle-Do sticker next. And you've got one here, G-Force. There's one right here for you. You'll pick it up in a couple of days. Palps. Somehow Palps has returned. Keith Knight says, because it's Star Wars sticker is going to be on the billboard poster in my Playmobil City.
Yes, where's Keith's photos of this Playmobil?
Oh, no.
We're all waiting for him.
Waiting for years, ain't we? I'm going to be about 45,000 days old.
That's another one. That's going to stick now, isn't it? Everybody else. Well, I remember being 6,000 days old, and absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Because Thistle-Do stickers coming soon.
Yeah.
How did the Thistle-Do come about, Zoe? How did this come about?
Well, so one of my friends who's like just down the road, has their own like shed pub, Albany Arms, and I was quite jealous of it because we have a little. I'm looking at it because we're in my living room, a little bar art thing. I was like, I want something like a bit more, and we had the garage as sort of just space that wasn't really utilised.
Right.
And we'd gone, so I knew the idea was there because we'd got some pallets, and I was like, "Oh, we could make a little bar." I could design it. I could make it. And then we'd gone to Edinburgh, and I saw, like a lot of the gift shoppy just selling tat. There was one that was there was quite a few that were called Thistle-Do Nicely. I thought, oh, I quite like the sort of pun name of it, but I thought I'll just do Thistle-Do. So it kind of just stemmed from there. And then rather than it being a movable bar that we could have out in the summer when we have barbecues and stuff, like let's have it in the garage. And then we've got sofas, we've got seats and stuff. So it's kind of grown from there, really.
Yeah.
I remember doing.
So let me ask you then. So if I'm walking down the street and I'm going to the Albany Arms, or I could go to the Thistle-Do, why would I choose the Thistle-Do over the Albany Arms?
I tell you what, though, what a street to live on, Si.
Well, we've got a TV that's got karaoke and streaming all the sports and things. It's slightly bigger.
Size matters. So
It's like West Side Story. Starting your eyes, big curtain up.
It's like West Side Story of pubs on Stone Street. Do you know what I mean?
Well, sister pubs. That's what we're going as. We're like a mini pub crawl.
In 20 years' time, Zoe's daughter and the Albanese son are going to fall in love, and it's going to cause so much controversy, Simon.
Like the do with the spoons.
Is it just my TV, or does Shabby's tree look like it's on top of Dez? It's a massive tree, this day.
Yeah, it looks like your tree's finished.
So Keith says, filming and construction starts next year. Shabby has the TV rights. So, yeah, so what I said to Keith was, make some videos of every time, and then we'll do a live stream and we'll talk about it and we'll do pictures and show where it's. So I can't wait for this because, like I said, I know you guys are Playmobil fans too, so I'm a big fan of it. So I can't wait.
There's another one as well in our community, which is Hawkspot Scott. He's been building a big cabin outside, and that's nearly done. And once all that's done, he's going to have everything put in there. He's getting all his collection up, so
nice.
He's building that the most. It'd be good to see how he finishes that in the new year.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
From my background in building, I enjoy to see how people display things and what they've got. That's what I like. Yeah. And obviously seeing the display, what you've got displayed, whatever it is. You know.
With your background being in building, Des, do you get extremely stressed out though when you see how unlevel Matt's shelves are? Builders he added.
Because I work a lot on historic buildings, so they're all out of plumb or out of level. So
sorry to
Brilliant.
Something worried me about your pub though. So if you've got a karaoke machine, Stu wouldn't be off it. Let's just say this.
It will seriously not be working when it comes.
Oh, brilliant. Pub says my man cave bar is called "Is It In?" Did you see all the booths behind him on Stu's talking about displays? Blooming heck.
Yeah.
People go around a house for a beer. It looked awesome, all that booze on there.
Yeah, that's all right.
Good old Devil Sorted. G-Force's pub is called the Stumble Inn. Our Spurs on Santa's naughty list after getting a good old spanking. Sorry, Adam. Sorry about that. I can't wait to move and build my new display room. My old one is half dismantled. Yeah, it's fun though. I like to change. Do you do it as well with your rooms? I like to change mine and do different stuff and move it. I get bored looking at the same thing, so I move it around. Do you do that as well, Adam? Or
yeah, I'm thinking about my gaming machine in the background, the arcade machine. I'm thinking of getting rid of it, so to just be able to change some of my setup and stuff like that. So yeah, I do little things. The thing is, these cabinets behind will never really change because they work perfectly for me. With what I display and what I've got, but I'm definitely thinking New Year I might get rid of that, extend some stuff that way, and come around the corner. And I don't know. I haven't in my head. I'm just thinking. So.
Oh no! Do you do that yourself though, Des? Because I know your room's it's the loft upstairs, yours, isn't it? And it's all.
Yes. All the shelving is permanent. I might move around a bit. I might paint behind it a bit. I might extend it a bit.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the main thing that you do. It just grows.
Extends because I'm sort of slowly getting towards the sort of normal end of the attic. I can hear this is T shaking her head now. I'm sort of going that way and just creeping a bit further and a bit further. I'll say the ghost. I don't know where the ghost is going to go. Well, I know where the ghost is going to go, but I don't know where where the ghost is where the ghost will go. If that makes sense.
Don't you have a spare room you can get some stuff into, or is that not allowed, young Des?
Well, the thing is, it's like I'm looking at the ghost box and I'm looking at the loft hatch, and I don't think it's going to go through. It might have to stay downstairs.
Shame.
Yeah.
Does it have anything like how that Batman wing guard from McFarlane where you can hang it onto the wall or anything? Is anything like where it can stay flat against the wall, or is there nothing like that for it?
To be honest, I haven't got it out of the box yet.
Might be really, it depends how heavy it is, I guess, don't it? So,
It looks heavy, doesn't it?
It does.
Was it Martin's who got his figure a bit damaged? Was it Martin who got that?
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to go.
I did feel for him there. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's a bit of a nightmare. But they're doing it over here. With Walmart, Des, they're sending Black Series in paper envelopes for Christmas to get everybody out. And it looks like they're hiring people to go, because just normal cars are coming up to the houses with stuff. And half my stuff's been battered. I'm like, oh, man, it drives me mental, So I can feel for Martin spending all that money. So
it's okay if you want to open it. But if you're not an opener, then that's a real big problem. You know what I mean? If you're opening it, it don't matter, does it? But
I said to him, I open 99.9% of my figures, no matter what they are. Even VC 1.0, they're all open, but these will stay on their cards because of what they are and the mural that they've got on them. So I'm not even going to open mine. So otherwise, I'd have happily swapped with them.
Yeah.
Keep mine on cards. So.
We're talking about conventions and so forth. Zoe, do you like going with this lot to these conventions and stuff?
Well, we used to. So when I was younger, we'd go to. I think was it the same company that did
BP Fairs.
Doing the one in the town that
in our town, yeah.
So I love doing that because obviously, like you saw in my Tub Thumpers, I've collected loads of different things. I think the main thing was like TYs or something like that. So I'd always go, and then Dad would obviously just wander off looking for his stuff. So I've always,
they're only about 2-year-old.
It's always just been part of my life anyway because of Dad. We'd gone to a few like Comic Cons, or like there was one at MK Don's arena that was similar. So I've done quite a few of those, but we've kind of steered away from the Comic Con side of things and then doing those. I would have gone to more, not necessarily Echo, but I've just annoyingly been busy on the days that they are. So like I can't do Friday, but I'll definitely go to the one in April.
Nice. And does your mum enjoy it too, Zoe? Does your mum like going to him?
I think she, like you said, a lot of the times it's rather than finding things to purchase, it's collecting the photos of everybody. So I think
so your mum likes meeting all the lads, and because I must say, I don't know about you guys, but I'm proud of everybody in here. You know, it's like when you all meet up and I can see, it's like I know these lads now after all these years. I know everyone's going to have a good time, and I always wondered if like spouses or whatever that weren't interested before, now they come along because it's a good laugh. Would you agree with that, everyone?
Yeah, I think she's I think she enjoys it.
I think it's familiarity as well. Like, so when I go Sandown, I know VTR is going to be there. I know Stu and Georgie are going to be there. I know Kev Cox is going to be there. You know, and I know Matt and Julian are going to be there, and I quite like that. You know, and it would be weird if one of them said, "Oh, I'm not going to this one," like kind of thing, because you just expect them to be there. So, and it's nice, exactly. Like it's a nice thing like that. And like I said, even Friday, which is a bit of a tricky one, there's still going to be a handful of us there, which will be nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's lovely. Yeah. And I suppose I've said this before, so I don't want to go on about it, but collecting can be a lonely thing, really, can't it? Because if you don't, you know, and so I'm happy we've all found each other, and I think it brings it out. It's like the only thing I can talk about. Excuse me, everyone, is Joe Fest, but my favorite thing is meeting all the lads there. Do you know what I mean? Meeting everybody there, and you know, and seeing what everybody else bought and see what everybody else has found, and so forth. Yeah. So I think that's one of the things this community's brought along is a lot of friendships, because it can be lonely, you know, especially when you're at work or somebody else, or you're surrounded by people who just don't get what we do, if you will. Do you know what I mean? So,
well, I've been collecting the Styles figures as an adult since they came out, Power of the Force 2. And my wife's brother collectors as well, and he only still collects now. So we always had that sort of, oh, have you seen this is coming out? Have you seen that's coming out?
Someone to talk,
but that's it. So to get this community is great, and it's like, with the wife, you're in our living rooms all the while. You know,
multiple times a week.
Before I'd be listening. I'd be watching it on my phone, sat in the living room, and Mrs. T, she'd be watching Gogglebox or whatever.
Something else.
Yeah. But now all of a sudden, it's you might as well put it on the telly.
Yeah, you're the priority.
So then now you're on.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Just like watching Coronation Street, isn't it, Dez? Exactly the same as watching Coronation Street.
I remember my mum turning around and saying, she says that every Friday, my mum will sit down with a takeaway. She'll have a takeaway every Friday to watch CSR. And then when we just did our 4th year anniversary, my mum went, how many takeaways have I had?
It's not Friday just gone, but the Friday before, it was my work day. And I was sort of, let me say this. I genuinely, we had a great time. Don't get me wrong, but it's I just love doing it. You know. Do
you find it's different as well watching everybody that you know now? It's like when you see when Adam puts one of his Instagram things up and it's spinning around. It kind of means more to you because you got to know these people now. So you're like, oh yeah, well, you know, like a Reynolds video or a VTR video or whatever. You know.
See, and
Luke Reynolds on a Sunday morning. I've told Luke, and he hates me telling him this, but I wake up and I lay in my bed watching it, and he's like, "Oh, great, thanks for telling me that." And I just literally on a Sunday morning lay there watching it, and I'm like, I love watching my Sunday morning Luke Reynolds videos, but I don't need the details.
It's an education. You look, I mean, there's a lot of toy lines that I had no idea about. Mars, Centurion, Sectors. Sort of vague memory of them, but nothing. No name. I don't know any of the names, but it's an education seeing them.
I know that exactly right. Coxie says here, Shabs is finally losing battles trying to get spouses involved. My wife did, though. I've got to admit, my kids don't know any different. I'm like you, Des. I've collected forever. Do you know what I mean? And so my kids have grown up with it and so forth. And my wife has always been supportive. I'll definitely say that. But it's not her thing. Do you know what I mean? So she'd come on and she'd make but the concept of Jem being on my videos was she doesn't like any of this. It was funny. But you never know. She might come back and do one or two. So anyway, listen, we've got about 15 more videos to go. So what we'll do, I'm not gonna see all your faces then. Oh, Shabby, not that. So I'm just gonna show one tonight. And then I didn't realise that, Adam. I thought, because it's only on for a minute, the music. So I thought I'll just play. Then I realised, hang on a minute, for what parts?
Yeah.
I tell you how to say that music. So I'm just going to play one more tonight, and then we'll definitely do a part 2. So I've enjoyed this tonight. I really have, but I want to make sure everyone's video is shown. So we'll definitely do a part 2. So we'll leave tonight. Let me find a good one. One of our.
They're all good, Shabby. They're all good.
Yeah, it's going to say. I'll tell you what, we'll leave tonight with this one. Old Georgie. So that's it. So you won't hear any more of that music tonight. I promise. I promise.
Tell you what made me laugh about that one.
Until I fall asleep.
Is Georgie's the Dirty Dancing picture? The way Georgie's head's position, she couldn't look more interested than dancing with Patrick's face. It's like. This is brilliant.
I've got to give her credit though. She's so deadpan sometimes on that. She's really funny, really funny. Gab, I think you'll find that Adam's Star Wars yogurt pot collection is quite large.
Well, it's going to be large soon. I've got some more yogurt pots coming. So
don't let Jem fool you. She acts uninteresting, but she knows what's in. Yeah, she kind of does. Most collectors tend to feel isolated and detached, but one good thing to come from COVID was this community was formed. It's right, and we've all stuck together, haven't we? Yeah. I thought that on CSR on Friday when we were talking about. VTR and DCB gate when he got that Christmas. That was years ago. And I was like, and then we reminded because he was saying, no, it wasn't last year, Shabby, it was the year before. And I was like, wow, man, it flies, doesn't it? It just goes so fast. So what do you reckon, Si? We'll do a part 2 of this, definitely, won't we? We'll show the rest. And I'll tell you what I'll do, Si, I'll change the music on a couple.
Yeah, you just don't realise, do it? It's all blended together, like because these are like once every week, aren't they? Then
that's what
I didn't realise. And then more coming in,
So I apologise to everybody who's like, oh God, Shabby, not again. What is it? She would give it all away. Yeah, Georgie's here. She said we watch Luke while in bed on a Sunday with coffee and bagels.
Another one that does that.
Yeah, that's been fantastic.
You know, coffee and bagels, that's very sophisticated. I only have a cup of tea and some custard creams.
I remember when Steph was on and she was talking about her stuff and she went, "Yeah, we keep these in the stable." So I went, "What? Where do you keep them?" we were, what did I say? We psycho and spell stable. Just fantastic. Did you? No, yours. I'll show yours next time, mate. I've got APD Scuba.
Jason's.
Yeah, Jason. No, we haven't shown Jason's. Scuba, Sags, Thousand Skulls, Rob's Retro, the lovely Connor, Jason, our Matt, Scott Whitehouse, D10 and Helen, Brian, Tez, Kat. That's what we've got left. So we'll show that on part 2, definitely. But anyway, what can I say? Zoe, your magic of the mind. Well, Si's out of a job. Do you know what I mean? What's your mark out of 10 for the magic of the mind, Si?
20. A magic trick that for once works.
You've heard of all Hogwarts, Si. Now visit Si's school. Nothing works. Yeah, that was great. And what did you
do? Roddenberry's question of the week, just again, mind blowing. That's what we expect. We expect questions that blow your mind and make you think. These questions did both. So again, 10 out of 10.
GJC says most of you saw my Facebook post, but just want to wish all you people, legends. I don't like it. Legends. Okay, a Merry Christmas and thank you all for being the legends that you are. Thank you, TJC. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Gap. Kieran says, "Is that Mr. Coffee and Mrs. Bagels?" Oh, cheers, George. No, thank you all. And like I said, I'm going to get a bit soppy, so I'll go mad here. But if it wasn't for you lot, you know what I mean? I've loved having every one of you on. I love Tub Thumpers to pieces and coming on and showing us all your stuff. I think it gets to know us a little bit more, doesn't it? I remember you sending me pictures, Des, in that loft with your backside out in that.
I had trousers on. Can I just put that out? I had trousers on.
Okay, I'll say you did, Des. But it's just, no, I mean, every one of you, all 35, 36 episodes we've done, you've all brought something in. I honestly, long may it continue. I hope it does because I really enjoy doing it. I really do. So let's have a look. Tune in for part 2. Yeah, we'll definitely do a part 2. We've got a guest on next week. And then me and Sal discuss the part 2. And then that's it. We're done for about a month or so. And then,
it won't be next week.
Not next week. I'm sorry, Simon. It'll be week after. Week on Wednesday. We've got an awesome guest on week on Wednesday.
Yeah, 8th of January is the next Tub Thumpers official. It's 8th of January.
Awesome. So before we go, Simon, do you want to tell everyone about what you're doing on Christmas?
No, I'm just going to be doing a stream 10 o'clock tomorrow night. That's not tomorrow night, on Christmas Day. Just for those that are not alone or those that just want to come in and have a chat and a laugh and someone to talk to, I'll be in from 10 o'clock, Shabby Geek Channel, Christmas Day night.
It's a nice thing you're doing, mate. It really is. Top show tonight. Right, thanks to the Lassen community. Have a very Merry Christmas. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, Dez Zoe and Adam have been brilliant, haven't they? So, we'll discuss a part 2 and we'll see what we can do about it. You missed the magic trick, Stephen. You missed the magic trick.
That means I'm going to have to really up the game now, aren't I?
Sam's going to put the phone down. He's going to phone down. Who does she think she is?
Anymore.
She thinks she's doing real magic.
No, see, that's the thing. I've got this Indian rope trick, but now it's just going to look shit in it. I'm going to look good at all now. Is it? Do you think it's going to Zoe or something?
Hello, can you imagine the comments? Not like Zoe's.
I know, it's on the way now every week. Not like Zoe, the liar.
Absolutely brilliant. Oh, Zoe's ruined magic. Oh, right. Anyway, Delvian's right here. So, Adam, you got anything you want to say before you go?
No, just like, I hope everybody has a really good Christmas and enjoys their time. Maybe think about their time in a different way. As my observation was,
nice. Another question of the week, right there.
Yeah, but no, and I look forward to more of 2025 being more of the same. Really, I've got some great stuff already planned. Like I'm going to Holland with Martin Long, and we're going to go to that toy fair, and then obviously we're going to meet Chris Meanwhile. Obviously, we've got NEC. I've got another show that I'm putting on in April, at the end of April. So yeah, like I'm just really looking forward to 2025. Except I'm getting older.
Remember, count it in days now.
Count it in days. I don't know if it sounds worse though. I don't know. I don't know. I'm on 16,000 of them. I'm only on 43 years.
You sound like something from the Bible, don't you? He was around for 46,000 days. And you're like, oh.
Dez and Zoe, do you want to say anything before we go?
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas, our Dez.
Just remember, the diet starts in January.
Oh yeah, apparently so. I've heard. Next Monday. Can't start on a Sunday. Has to be a Monday. Do you know what I mean? All right. Well, thank you all very much. Cheers, Zoe. Cheers, our Dez. Cheers, Adam. Thanks, Si. We'll see you next time for another Tub Thumpers. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yes,
See you later.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
Happy Christmas.